What's up, everybody? We are live. Man, we have made it yet another week. Thank the Lord. We have yet made it just another day
Yeah.
that the Lord has blessed me. Yeah, Lord.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Come on, just another day. Come on, Mario.
Hey, man. That the Lord
There you go. There you go.
has kept me.
Yes.
Lay in that thing, boy. You gotta, oh, all you Baptists come out on that there, son.
Yeah, I'll tell you what's going on, everybody. It is another Sunday. The three black guys are in the house. We're waiting for the fourth one, but everybody put the threes up until we get the fourth one. How about that? And so, right. So we got another show for you guys, man. We're gonna talk about when white privilege goes wrong. It was going to be one of our other many stories we're going to talk about tonight. We want to thank you guys so much for being with us on this past. What was that? We came on Wednesday or Thursday?
Yeah. Thursday?
Thursday?
Yeah.
We had talked about the Breonna case, and we want to thank everybody that showed up that night, who had a chance to vent, and that's what we want to do. We just wanted to give a place for some folks to vent and just say what they needed to say, and we got more stories coming out about Mr. Daniel Cameron, the AG of Kentucky. That dude right there is a character. Is a character. So,
okay.
And there's now some rumblings that he did not we're going to start the show in a minute, but I just want to say this. He did not present some evidence that needed to be presented to the grand jury. There's some rumblings that he did not give some information that he needed to, that the grand jury could come up with a decent finding. So it's going to trickle out that this I like to say all skin folks. I saw this on Facebook. All skin folks ain't kin folks. And this brother's definitely not a brother. But anyway, how y'all doing, Mr. Lovejoy, Pastor Lovejoy? You doing all right? How was your weekend? How was your week, sir?
Man, pretty good, man. Got a lot of feedback off the impromptu show. Got a lot of feedback off that, man. People really enjoyed that, man. So
yeah.
Other than that, man, week is going. The week was wonderful. I won't complain.
I won't complain.
You got a song in your heart today.
I got a song in my heart.
He got a song in it. I can't sing a lick, but he got a song in his heart.
I can play this thing over chair though. But continue on, Mario. What's going on, bro? How you doing?
All is well, man. It was a productive week. It was my wife's birthday Friday and my brother's birthday on Saturday.
Mr. McLennan, is that
Hey, Mr. McLennan. Hey, man, I appreciate that. Happy belated birthday to you too, as well.
Happy birthday to you, man. Yeah.
Oh, I guess something happens that when you turn a year older, you start reflecting on life and realize how big of a jerk you. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Hey, Megalyn, I just say happy birthday, man.
Yeah. Happy birthday, man. That's all I'm gonna say to you. Happy birthday, man. You know what I mean? Hey, Yana, what's going on, lady? Thank you for checking in with us. We appreciate it, man. And Miss Monique is in the house. Another Leonard up in the house.
Yeah, man. So we had a good weekend. Weekend, man. Rode bicycles. I don't know if y'all saw that on my page.
Yeah, we saw that, man. You got your Bengay ready after that?
Man, I ain't studying you. I wasn't so believing it. I thought I was gonna be hurting the neck, but I was okay. I don't know about Erica. She didn't do no major complaining about it, but we
was puffing pretty hard walking up that hill, bro.
Yeah, you know, the last time I put foot to pedal, that's been some years, man. I ain't put foot to pedal in decades. Let's say it like that. In decades. After a while, all my bicycles had engines in them. So somebody just called, who is this? Amber Brown Skin Loves. Hey, Malcolm X Dupree. Oh my God, she talking about me.
Oh, that's what she said. She's gonna start calling you, man.
Right.
By any means necessary.
Any means necessary, Mario.
You all right with me, Amber? That's okay. That's okay. That is all right. What about you, Steve Owen?
My weekend was good. Oh, Erica said yes, he was huffing and puffing.
Easy.
My week was good, brothers. My week was good, man. Like I told Mario, man, I'm doing the father husband thing. Everybody's fed. They got a roof over their head. They get clothes on their back, so everybody's good. So everybody's good. So y'all, let's get into this thing, man. Let's get into the week. One thing before you get started, Mario, I do want to bring up the numbers. Of course, we are looking at 7.1 million cases of coronavirus. I'm sorry, I misspoke myself. I meant that there are 7.1 million cases of the Trump virus. There have now been over 200,000 deaths of the Trump virus. The Trump virus has caused 204 deaths have occurred in America as we continue to battle this virus that has taken over the world, and the Trump administration has yet to do what they need to do to help get us a decent vaccine or tell people to wear masks. Can you believe in Florida, man? Florida has opened up everything. No restrictions. Y'all can walk around willy-nilly, no mask on. Y'all can walk out. Hey, Tracy, you missed a whole lot last week. But
yeah.
But with their cases, I think they're averaging 1,400 cases a week, something crazy like that in Florida. The Florida governor has opened it up totally, guys. You guys got anything to say about that, man? I got a couple things. I got another thing I want to say, but I mean, shouldn't we now going into autumn and fall? Should these things be opening up? Should we have total opening up?
No.
A total opening.
A total reopening? Yeah. No. Man, that's crazy. We don't even have a foreseeable cure right now.
Right.
And it just hadn't gone away. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of COVID-19. God, no, I know we are all tired of COVID-19. But no, opening it back up on no. We went out to eat today, Papa Do's. I told my wife I don't have to go out again until COVID is over.
Right.
So I'm serious, dude. I hate going out now. It's just it's like going out to eat and doing everything. It's like a shadow of its former self. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I hate it now. So, but no, too soon. What are they trying to do? Experiment on see who else dies? What's going on?
Well, according to some news reports, they're trying to open up Florida because of the income. It's all about the masses needing to spend money, so they're willing to risk people's lives so they can get the economy back up.
Well, isn't that what this was about in the first place? The reason we had to get America open again because it was about economics as opposed to lives
and safety. Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
What's to me is scary, guys, is that Florida's just around the corner from us, basically. And so, with Florida opening back up and still people vacationing and trying to go off season, they have the potential of going down to Florida, catching the virus and bringing it back.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, while we feel like, oh, that's just a Florida thing, let me tell you something, people. The virus has no boundaries. It just ain't going to stay in one spot. It's going to travel. And so with Florida totally opening up because of they wanting, I hate what you're saying, Monique, and the president said herd mentality, and that was totally incorrect because he's ended up in stupid. Is the herd immunity is what he was looking for in that idea. Herd immunity, guys, is when there's enough of the population or enough, they use it in farm language, when enough cows get sick that they become immune to it. And so they're trying to say if enough humans, if enough Americans get sick, then we would develop these antibodies. And I saw a news thing today where only 10% of America has antibodies. So that's the whole 90% of America that can still get sick. I'm going to say that one more time for maybe the Trump supporter that might be listening, and that's an idiot. There's 90% of Americans can still get sick because there's only 10% of antibodies that are flowing through the herd immunity, guys, is something it's wrong thinking. It's going to take over, listen to me now, it's going to take over 2 million people, well over 2 million people of Americans for herd immunity to work. And that's crazy. That's absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. So here, we're going to go through some news today, but I want to talk about this. Has everybody seen the video of the black cop arresting the white woman?
Black cop arresting the white woman?
Arresting a white woman because she didn't have a mask. It's in Ohio, where a black cop was arresting a white woman. And you didn't see that?
No, I heard, I caught the tail end of the story. Please, let's get into that.
All right, so a woman at a football game in Ohio, refused to wear a mask. Where there is, I'm gonna try to find a clip of it while you guys talk amongst yourselves. But there is a mask mandate in Ohio, and apparently it's law. And so then this cop comes to arrest this woman because she refused to wear a mask at a football game. While trying to arrest the woman, she's fighting. She's resisting arrest, and we're going to talk about this. She was resisting arrest. The cop ends up tasing the woman, and of course, he tases the woman. Of course, the other, what should I say? People in the stands were now they upset. They're aghast that this black cop would tase this white woman. They question whether he's the cop or not, even though police is emblazoned on his back. He's got he got his firearm next to him. But now she's fought. He tased her. He arrested her. And I'm gonna try to find this clip. But let's go with when white privilege goes wrong with this, because she thought her white privilege would let her get away without wearing a mask. Tony, look like you want to jump in real fast on this.
No, I was just going to say the audacity of this black officer to think to uphold the law, and it was mandated, the audacity of him to try to enforce the law. That's all I wanted to say. And I'm being facetious, by the way.
What? Say that again, Tom.
I'm being facetious, by the way.
Of course.
This black man to even watch this, to even look this white woman in the face, to tell her to obey the law.
How dare you tell me that?
How dare you?
How dare you?
I'm gonna try to play this, guys. Give me just a minute. Oh, I think James. Oh, there's James. Oh my God, that scared me. Look.
Gentlemen,
how you doing, sir?
How's everybody doing tonight?
Black man has
I think he was at old Trump rally or something.
Man, I will probably freeze on y'all because I am still on the road, but I'm here. And I'm a mute too. Because it's gonna be a lot of noise. So but if I need to talk, I'll unmute my mic.
Okay.
All right, let me know if you guys can see this. Let me try to remove some stuff. Hold on a second. I might need to do this over again. I'm gonna unshare this thumb shop this there. So I want everybody to see if they can see this. And hopefully can y'all see that?
Yeah,
I see you and Tanya hugged up.
All right, so we see the cop here resisting arrest.
Okay. Nina said that video is great. Oh my. Oh my. So is the other white lady helping the cop trying to help the cop or stop the cop?
She's trying to stop the cop. So it's over a mask because you hear this woman says.
And then what is the white guy behind him gonna do?
Nothing.
Well, he has on the tag. Is he like?
He's part of the school.
Okay. Oh, this is appalling. This is just.
So she's clearly resisting arrest.
Clearly.
And this other white woman is yelling in this black cop face. She needs to be arrested.
Yes.
Agreed.
Yeah, with government operations.
And now she's insulted the officer.
She's insulted the officer.
I don't think he can arrest her for not wearing a mask.
Yeah, he can.
This is not a warrant.
Clearly, we're still resisting arrest.
Yeah, will you talk to them?
So another white lady's telling her husband to call the cops. Pay attention. Here we go, guys.
But he may be, because there's a cop car over there.
He just popped her. So the other white man gets up.
See,
So now if this other white man gets in the way, he should be arrested also.
Exactly.
For interfering with an officer. And so there's a threat of being sued.
So he's police. He's not security. He's not Paul
Right,
Blart.
the police is on his back. You see the word. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Watch this. Absolute silence.
What did she say? Because
We sticking together in this, guys. We've done this plenty of times.
Honestly, that's the attitude, man. That's the attitude.
that is the attitude.
So of course now we gotta talk on this, guys.
Okay.
Y'all give me your feedback and we'll just share for this. Yeah, the video was great, Nina.
I think if I'll start it, I think my hats off to the police officer. I believe he did his job. I think in that situation that everybody that surrounded and came to try to stop him from doing what he was doing should also be arrested. Because like Lovejoy was saying, they're interfering with a what is it called? A federal
government operations.
Right, a government operation. This man was doing his job as a police officer, and if the law state you're supposed to have a mask on in that situation, she should have had a mask on. He did exactly what he was supposed to do. White privilege says, nigga, you can't tell me what to do, even if you got police officer on your back. And this is a great example, yet another great example of white privilege gone wrong.
So my thing when watching the video and after watching this guy getting shot by the police following the guy around the corner and shooting him while he's trying to get in his car, and thinking about all these other instances where cops have shot black people for not complying. Where's this argument? Why wasn't she Tony Lovejoy as an officer, sir, a former officer? How come she wasn't popped a couple times? Pop.
You mean wait a minute? Let's clarify what we mean by pop, because
you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Pop.
Are we talking about the taser, or are we talking about with a firearm?
I'm talking with a firearm, because in most instances where there's a failure to comply, or they shouldn't have done that, or they shouldn't have broke the law. Clearly, this woman did all those things. How come she wouldn't pop?
Well, in the real world, he actually followed protocol because she was non-compliant. Policy says, I guess where I used to work, policy says that if they were non-compliant, you don't ask them twice. You taser them. In the white privilege world, it is trained that the black man is very aggressive. The black woman is very aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
And so we are seen as a threat. That's the reason we escalate protocol and we use firearms. When I say we, I use that term loosely. I'm not talking about us. I'm talking about white officers who choose to use deadly force.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, if somebody had raised a hand and hit him, and he was the only officer in the general area,
mm-hmm.
I'm wondering why he didn't call backup, number one.
Well, I saw him did pick up his side mouthpiece
mm-hmm.
while he had her, and then he did call. I did see that, but go ahead.
Okay, but then, so where was his responding officer? If he went code 3, where was his responding officer? And it seems like to me, and let me play devil's advocate for just one moment here. If the roles were reversed and that was a white officer apprehending a black female and she was non-compliant,
mm-hmm.
everything around him would have jumped in and got involved to apprehend, to put handcuffs on her. So all those white people that you saw there, they would have jumped in because it's a black person and we are automatically profiled as being extremely aggressive, especially if he was by himself.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just playing devil's advocate, but I'm more interested in seeing if his department is going to back him.
That's what I want to see.
Bam.
Yeah, that's what's going to be interesting about this whole case, because I guarantee you it's gone viral.
Oh,
let's see if his department, if they're going to do a news press, and let's see if they're going to bag the black man,
black officer.
Yeah.
Right. Mario.
Yeah. My man is in and out here.
Yeah, he's on the road.
That will be the interesting thing to see, man. I mean, very interesting thing to see. Typically, they are given leave with pay,
mm-hmm.
and a
general
administrative leave, and a general slap on the and it amounts to a general slap on the wrist on the back end for taking our lives for something much simpler than what she did.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I am really interested to see what this turnout is going to be.
What I find interesting at the end of the video is how her comrade in arms just sat there and looked at her. How did white privilege got you out here looking crazy by yourself?
All by your lonesome.
All by your wait, guys. I thought we were in this together.
Hey, can I interject something right here though?
Absolutely.
Don't be fooled, because there was an old Anglo-Saxon male sitting up there. He picked up his phone. He called the mayor, or he called the police chief, chief of police.
Uh-huh.
And so they exercise their power that way.
Oh,
trust me.
That's good. That's good, Lovejoy.
Yeah, we're in this together, but they seem to exercise their influence. So trust me, there were some people up there. The mayor got a phone call. I guarantee you, the mayor knew what happened, and the police chief and the captain knew exactly what happened. So watch this. He's gonna be brought in the office. Say you follow protocol, right? And guess what's going to happen next?
However,
anything else about it?
What?
They're not going to back him. They're not going to back him because white privilege says we do stick together. Ain't no mistake about it. We're gonna stick together on this one.
What could be the Okay, from having been a police officer, what could be the backlash? What could possibly be the backlash for him in this situation?
Oh, excessive force.
Are you serious?
Really?
How
Okay.
he handled her, and she was he didn't have to irritate the situation more. Reason I'm saying this, because I went through that.
Are you please? Can you talk about it?
So I'm blue lighting there at a basketball game. I won't call the school's name.
Okay.
But I'm blue lighting at a game, and the lady's son went up for layup, and a black guy, how we used to play in the street, no blood, no foul.
Right.
So he knocked the boy. The lady comes out the stand, starts yelling at the ref. The ref signaled me to come over and say, "Man, you're going to go sit down, otherwise I'm going to put you out. You ain't going to do no more." I'm saying. So I grabbed her, spin around, put cuffs on her. Said, "Come on, let's go." They start booing me. Before I could get this girl in my unit. LR16, this is LR1. LR1 is the sheriff. And I got a phone call to take her out of handcuffs and let her back in the game.
Wow.
No.
Wow.
Yeah. So that situation, that's the reason I can speak on it, because I've been in that situation before.
No, I mean literally pull your legs from up under you.
Yes, sir. That's exactly what it is, Mario. That's exactly.
Wow.
So let me ask you a question, and I'm gonna go right here. If policing while black, it is a question for me. When you know you really don't have support, why? I'm gonna put it. I know it's a dumb question. I know it, but why would you continue to police while black when you know that you're gonna be undercut at, especially when it comes to white people?
Well, for me, I think because I'm a Birmingham boy, I switched over from patrol to drug interdiction, which I love. I like chasing folks, and I love finding dope on.
Yes, you do.
I love chasing people. I used to run from police a lot, so I figured now I'm on the other side. Now I can chase them. I took pride in walking somebody down they ran from. So I switched over and became the drug task force. Well, I got out of because there's a lot of politics. When it's time for the sheriff to be elected, we can't pull a single vehicle over, and so I got tired of politics, man. So,
yeah.
I would think it'd be very difficult to police while black nowadays, man. I mean, because you're gonna get the coon, you're gonna get the all the racist calls for just trying to do your job. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
But it's gonna come from both sides.
Yeah.
To me, it seems like it's a no-win situation.
Well, can I interject with this?
Sure.
You get with a lot of jobs, and I'm speaking from a Southern perspective because I'm a man from the South, born and raised, and I, never lived anywhere else. I notice on a lot of jobs, and I'm sure policing is really no different. When you say you have a particular area that's been white for so long, and then it becomes a black area, like let's just say like Midfield. Midfield was once all white, then predominantly white. Then all of a sudden now Midfield, you'll be hard pressed to find a white person that still lives in Midfield.
It'd be hard pressed.
And if you do, they ain't the best of anything.
Don't call them poor white trash. Don't tell them.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, poor white trash. Exactly. So just like with any job, I'm pretty sure they don't want white officers in the area, so they hire black officers. They hire black workers to work the area, to work those areas that I guess white officers don't want to go in. And I'm saying white officers, but in any job, you have white delivery men that they get black people to deliver in those areas that used to be all white because the white guys don't want to go in there anymore. And so when you get a situation like that, would you rather have a black guy in the situation, handling the situation in an area, in an all black area, or would you rather have a white guy? You understand? I mean, it's somehow rhetorical, but you know, you think about it, who's going to show more mercy in the situation? Who's going to have more understanding of the people in the area? The demographic. You understand where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
I would rather have a face that looks like mine policing a black area.
Right.
So I wouldn't be quick to call a black cop a coon, or you know what I mean? Yeah, that more than likely that's Pearl Boy. They lived over on such and such. You know what I'm saying? So I would rather have a face that looks like mine, policing a Fairfield, or policing a Midfield, or policing a predominantly black area in Birmingham, because the outcome the other way could be completely different.
Right.
Whereas they might let you, like Ray from the hood neighborhood, that grew up in the neighborhood. Hey man, boy, go on. That's such and such, boy. I know his folk. Go on, go home. I'm gonna call your dad, or I'm gonna call such and such. Nah, white officer gonna do his job. You know, you're more apt to either go to jail, and in this day and time, maybe catch a bullet. There you
go. Carlton was right. At the end of the video, another officer, a female officer, came and helped escorted the lady out. It was a white female.
Where she came from? I didn't see her.
Yeah, it was at the end of the video. You can see them walking away at the end of the video where a white female officer came. Now, Mario, I think you got a couple things you want to bring to the table now that we've seen a Karen get arrested and tased.
Yeah, mine is happy. It doesn't have a happy ending, no.
Oh no.
A woman armed with scissors in a La Quinta Inn hotel lobby in Bossier City, Louisiana, was fatally shot by a black officer. 45-year-old Shannon Rupert, who was white, was taunting a police officer, Patrick Edmonds Jr., who is black, saying, "You're going to have to shoot me, nigga." So from what I gathered from the video and what I've read, and they really didn't go in the background in any of the stories that I read, but she was behind the counter of a La Quinta Inn on the phone talking. And she wasn't an employee of the La Quinta Inn, so she was caught. Authorities were called. This officer responded to the call and gave her several orders to come from. Steve, you think you can pull up footage from that?
I can see if I can try.
I sent you a link in your email, not your email. I sent it to your phone. But I think if you look up, it's on YouTube. I know.
Okay.
But at any rate, he responded to the call. He gave this lady several orders to come from behind the desk, put the scissors down, and come from behind the desk. And she, as I read briefly, kept taunting him. I'm not going, just resisting all of his commands. And so as she came from behind the desk, started to walk from behind the desk with the scissors in her hand, he's like, "Ma'am, put the scissors down. Put the scissors down," and come from behind the desk. Now, there's a couple of people in the lobby, and she comes from around the desk, and he said, "If you come toward me with those scissors, I'm going to have to kill you." Those were his exact words. "If you come toward me with those scissors, I'm going to have to kill you." Well, the lady advanced. "Well, you just going to kill me." Huh?
He said he's going to kill her.
Right. Those were his words. "Ma'am, if you rush me or come toward me with those scissors, I'm going to have to kill you."
Now, where was this again? I'm trying to narrow it down. Where was it?
Let me go back and see. I want to say it was in Bossier City, Louisiana. So it was in Louisiana. And true enough, she came from behind the counter with scissors raised. And I think he allowed her to get maybe 3 steps toward him, popped her twice in the torso. She did a front flip forward and landed on the floor. Now, she later died at the hospital. But, that's another instance when white privilege goes wrong. Now, from my understanding with that story that I've read, the black officer was justified. Let me see if I can find that. But he was justified in his use of force in the situation. Go ahead, Glove Joy.
Any officer who saw that and he understands policies and procedures, Number one, I looked at it from the standpoint, okay, the barrier was the desk, number one. He kept telling her to put the scissors down. And kept telling, number one, she didn't have any business behind the desk. She was on the phone call. She was not compliant to any of his command. All right. Now you see white privilege going wrong again.
Going wrong. Yeah.
So, but I've seen officers, watch this, guys. I've seen officers pull their weapon and somebody had a razor. And he ended up getting cut. They very graphic. I still got the pictures of it where he did and did not. At that time, we had pepper spray. We didn't have tasers. We had pepper sprays and baton. And the guy ended up cutting him 6 times. So I think he was justified in using deadly force because the force that she was bringing was as equal. It was deadly. So he was justified.
Okay. You want to play that now? I got something to say on that too, Love J. Y'all remind me because my train of thought I just woke up.
Hey, if you come over here, I will kill you. Drop the scissors. Drop the scissors. Man, put those scissors down. Put those scissors down.
You're not shooting. You're not shooting. You're gonna have to shoot me.
Put those scissors down. Hey, put those scissors down. Put those down. Put those down. 1033 channel. We've been 65 over here. Got a white female here. Hey, if you come over here, I will kill you.
Woo! Somersault.
Drop the scissors. Drop the scissors.
Wow.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
So yeah, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, I just saw something I didn't see in that one though. It said justifiable homicide. That's not what we call it.
That's not what you call it.
No.
What do you call that on the police end of things?
Justified policy.
Justifiable
policy.
Policy.
Yeah. I was saying that justifiable homicide.
Maybe
in a different department it's called something different, but that's
something different.
Yeah.
That's very trying to find. Now, I was reading one report that said a relative, let me see if I can find it in here, but I think the lady had issues with drug use, drug addiction. I mean, and nothing negates her from any of that, but I'm just saying, I read further along in the story. I want to say it was in Essence magazine that the lady had been dealing with drug issues. This was news coming like from a family member, and so she had been out of control for some time, you know, and this was just a combination of that being out of control. But me and my wife had a bit of a heated discussion, and I had to just finally digress because her thing was this woman. He could have shot to wound her. He could, you know, or she was saying he could have stopped her. That little old bitty woman, he could have stopped her. He could have stopped her. I said, when you got a crazy woman, possibly hopped up on drugs or whatever, you know, and you've given her command after command after command. And I'm not sure he knew she may have been on drugs because of whatever the situation was. Why would he risk getting himself cut or stabbed, or maybe, you know what I'm saying, to subdue her without deadly force? You understand what I'm saying? I said, no, I wouldn't have risked that either. I said, because just his luck, she come toward him with the scissors and pop him in just the right place, nick a artery or whatever, and now he's dead, you know, trying to make this a situation where he didn't use deadly force. No, right now it's either my life or your life, you know, and that's what it was. And well, why did he have to shoot her to kill her? How come he couldn't shoot her one? I said, well, and you can verify this, Love Joy, but aren't you guys trained to shoot for body mass because it's the biggest? Huh? Cinema. Okay. This is the biggest target.
Yeah.
This is your biggest target. You know what I'm saying? So if this is your biggest target, he's going by his training. This is our conversation. He's going by his training. In a situation like that, his adrenaline is pumping. He falls back on his training. His training says pull and shoot for center mass. That's what he did. 2 bullets to the torso.
Mm-hmm. One of my friends.
No, Joe, you got a question here, man. I want you to go ahead and answer that.
Do they ever tell officers to shoot for the? No. They always teach us to shoot center mass. If you'll notice on targets, if any of y'all go to the gun range on target,
it's center mass.
It's this right here.
Center mass.
They tell you shoot for the chest, all the way down where he shot her.
Mm-hmm.
And also, her behavior when I was watching, her behavior was very erratic.
Exactly.
And you let that woman get up on you if you want to. And we have a rule in the law enforcement world: you don't let anybody get into your certain parameter. That's the danger zone. If they get in there because she is so erratic, that's no telling what she would have done.
Right. I said that's what I was. So I couldn't think of it, but you just said it. Go ahead.
Yeah. One of the worst things that you could do as a police officer is break up a fight between 2 girls. Because when women fight, they just they going for it. And you fool around, you get in there, you get whooped. And so one of my friends he got shot, stabbed like that.
Uh-huh.
The girl, he told the girl, I think she had a sharp dagger, and he was taking her down. Well, he took his eyes off her. He went to key up his radio, so his arm went like this. He had a bulletproof vest on. He went to key up. His arm did this. She got him right there.
Mm-hmm. In that unprotected area.
Yeah, she got him right there where his bulletproof vest didn't cover. Right. And so he bled to death.
Eric, are you hearing this? Doc, this was a heated argument. It wasn't an argument, but it was a heated discussion between us.
No.
And having been a juvenile detention officer, I've had to respond to a fight on the girls' unit.
Yeah.
And exactly what you said was the case. You get in between 2 girls fighting, and then that anger turns toward you.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? And so I've had to try and subdue a mad teenage girl. Them girls are strong, man. You know what I'm saying? And you trying to do what up, fella? Wow. James Prayer, you are a character, bro. I guess if he can't be on the show, he'll be on the show this way. Hey, that's all right. Here in the comments now. That might be a dangerous place to have, James Fred. But I've had to respond to calls on the girls' unit, man. And these little girls are strong. And you don't want to, as a fully formed adult, you try not to hurt them, but you literally have to use all of your strength to subdue them.
Yeah, you do.
When they mad, Tony, and the fight that we broke up, the other JDO got a bad scratch on the side of his face and behind his ear.
I know.
You see what I'm saying? I looked down and subdued mine and wrapped her up and had on the ground kind of fast. This one it didn't move that fast. You know what I'm saying? She got him before he could get her to the ground. Scratched him up bad.
Yeah, I've been through that part. But that goes to show you that the voice, listen to this, the voice of a man of color does not have the same authority as that of a white man.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Same uniform.
Mm-hmm.
Same uniform, same authority.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But because of the color of his skin, he does not have the same authority. They can say what they want. He doesn't have the same authority. And now I know this may be profiling her, but she looked like, and she sounded like she was white trash that probably smoked 2 packs of cigarettes. Okay.
Might have been hopped up on
the trailer because you can hear it in her voice. Had that little raspy cigarette voice.
Mm-hmm.
And even watch this. Even them who are low income status, don't think a black person has a voice to tell them what to do.
Exactly.
You are still better than a quote unquote nigga. If white trash in their mind still is better than the most high class black person.
Right.
Absolutely.
And that's what's bred into them, man. They really do think that, like you said, the lowest white person is better than the lowest black man or the lowest black person. And that's what they teach them. And that's how they vote. They wrote Republican. So did you finish up with your second story, Mario?
I didn't. I could not find it again.
Okay.
I could not find it. It got lost in my notes somewhere. I think I mistakenly deleted it. And I can't find it again.
Awesome job, man.
Whatever. Was that the one you had to present, Lovejoy?
No, I want to kind of piggyback off what you did, but mine is going to come in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
I want to talk about the Maryland doctrine of exclusion.
Let's go.
Okay.
It was crafted by the Maryland Colony Council in 1638. And this was law. And it states, neither the existing black population, nor their descendants, nor any other black shall be permitted to enjoy the fruits of white society. That was law.
That was law.
That was law. And that was not abolished until 1968.
That was
and it says that black people should stay subordinate. They should always stay in the place of being submissive and ignorant. They would not enjoy the fruits of white society, which suggests that white society built our society. Which I push back and I say, no, the hell they didn't. It was on the backs of black slaves that this society was built.
I get where you're going.
So in order to have this white privilege mindset, and where it comes from, stuff was being crafted way back in 1638. The Maryland doctrine of exclusion that suggests that we should not enjoy the fruits or what white people produce. Now watch this. And I just want to present this question to y'all. How many wealthy black people do you know?
Personally?
Right.
I mean, media, personally, how many wealthy black people do you know?
Oh, we know, I mean, here's the problem, the definition of wealth.
Steve, don't give it away too quick. How many wealthy black people do you guys know?
A few.
A few.
By what I deem to be wealthy at this point.
Right.
Okay, so the definition of wealth is a person that has resources, influence, and monetary gain. So I'll ask you that question again.
Say that one more time.
A person who has resources, influence, and monetary gain.
That narrows it down to about 5.
Right.
The 5 that you think.
I would say under a handful.
Right, under a handful.
You just give me one?
Yeah, Oprah.
And
of course all your sports stars. You got your Michael Jordans, and even your rapper Jay-Z. I give you those 3.
I will respectfully disagree with you.
Okay.
I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Can any of them influence? Remember what the definition was. Can any of them influence politics?
Well,
do they have the resources as a Rockefeller?
As a Rockefeller, no.
That's wealth, because wealth is passed down, whether it's resources, influence, or monetary gain.
Okay.
Can they influence it to where they can tell you what president is going to be in the White House?
I believe, and this is, maybe I'm wrong. You know what I mean? it's the level of influence. I believe that Oprah can, like somebody just James, who's on the show but not on the show. I believe that she can, listen to me now, influence the sect of people that she has influence over. You talking about a mass influence? I was influenced as in she can say, pick this one, as in telling senators and Congress people that she has power over the electoral college like that. Yes. I would say no, but she does have influence enough to to make it applicable to the people that she has influence over. So now, like I'm saying, we're talking about the definitions of influence: how far, how deep, how wide.
Right.
Influence.
Well, look at this. Look at it from this perspective. Look at what black celebrities or the black what do you call it? Upper class that 1% did for the Obama election. How they influenced it from that perspective.
But it was much bigger than that because the Rothschild family influenced President Obama being in office. Do research. Okay. The Rothschild family is the one who influenced each president to be in the office. Oprah Winfrey just simply came and endorsed him. And even Oprah Winfrey is still being controlled by a Jewish man as far as her level of financial gains. Let Oprah start saying something crazy. She's going to be just like Nick Cannon.
Wow. Okay. You gave me something to think about. Okay.
So when a person, they'll let you guys be rich all day long. Millionaire status, billionaire status, but it is not money that, here again, white privilege think about. White privilege thinks about power. Has nothing to do with money. Right. If they are in control of power, they can control money.
Right.
Okay.
So here's the question then. How did they get the power?
By the system that was set up. Remember, everywhere they go into a country and they take over by force. And they dominate the land. And they strip the land of its resources.
Watch this.
Some conspiracy. I'm gonna be James today.
Come on, James today.
Say that again.
Why did they kill Muammar Gaddafi? I'm gonna be James today.
Muammar Gaddafi. Why did they kill him?
Why did they kill Muammar Gaddafi?
I don't know why.
His influence.
Muammar Gaddafi was about to set up a central banking system in Africa and use the resources of the land in Africa. And what is the primary resources of Africa? Gold and diamonds. Mm-hmm. And it was going to bag that particular bank, where it was going to bankrupt every other bank around the world. So the United States had a plan to get rid of Muammar Gaddafi because he's about to set up the central bank of Africa. That's the reason they killed him.
In a country like Africa, you don't want them to be as independent as other.
No, you don't. Because now you just empower the black man. Mm-hmm. So watch this. Any country that comes here, guys, notice they are financed by the country that they came from.
Right.
We're the only group of people who are not financed by anybody. That's the reason we're behind the 8 ball. That's the reason an Oriental man can come over here and be bagged by Chinese dollar. That's the reason an Arab man can come over here and be bagged by Saudi Arabia.
Right.
And they make it. We're the only group of people who's not bagged by a country.
I agree. I just watched a documentary today, and I want all of y'all to watch it if you can. And don't be fooled by the title. It says "White Savior: Racism in the American Church." White Savior: Racism in the American Church. Yes, they are talking about racism in the American church, but they give you so much information about America and who we waving at?
Keisha.
Okay. Later on, Kashia, Miss Petty.
Keisha Petty.
Okay. Look, Kashia. Jesus, help me, Lord. Hey, I told you I just woke up before the show started. My mind is gone.
We're still sitting on you, man.
Right. So, the name of the show is White Savior, Racism in the American Church. It's on Prime Video. I don't know if it's on other platforms, but I watched it on Prime Video. The amount of information in this movie about racism and how it set a foothold in America, and then it worked itself into the system so flawlessly that you don't even see it as racism. It's just how things are. You understand what I'm saying? So go back, and if you get a chance to watch it, once again, it's called White Savior, Racism in the American Church. You have to see it. A few of the points that you just touched on, Love Joy, were in that document. I just watched this documentary this morning. Good doc, very good doc.
But my point was, let me bring it full circle. My point in all that was is that the white mentality and the thing that's bred into them unconsciously, guys, seriously, is that's the way that they are taught. Even, excuse me for saying this, even, I'm gonna be politically correct, even low income white people, I won't use the other word.
Okay, low income white people.
They are taught that they are superior. They are superior. Even though Donald 46 minus 1 don't care anything about them, they will still vote him into office just because of a certain way that they are trained, which is sad. Which is sad.
Once again, what you had just said, they touched on and went in depth in the documentary. White Savior, American Racism in the Church. I promise you. Man.
That's good. I need to watch that.
Right. I'm surprised that Mario watched the documentary.
Oh, that's what we're doing tonight. I got something. Well, we got a few minutes before we get out of here.
Yeah.
I want to switch gears, but a little bit, unless you got something else to add.
Go for it, bro.
I think we may have a shift in what we were talking about. Came up in I want to say a show or two ago when we talked about black athletes staying at home with HBCUs. Well, if y'all heard in the news, you know now Deion Sanders is coaching at
JSU.
JSU, Jackson State University. And I think, man, when I say I applaud that brother for that, man, I applaud that brother for that. And he made a comment today that he hoped, well, I ain't say he made it today, I saw it today, that he hoped that, that the tides begin to turn in terms of we keeping our good athletes at home. You know what I'm saying? Instead of sending them out to PWIs, you know what I'm saying? That we keep our good athletes. And I said exactly that, if we keep all of our good athletes at home, TV will have to come to us. You know what I'm saying? Or the NFL will have to come to us to pluck them out. You understand what I'm saying? And if they have to come to us to pluck them out, well, what comes with that? Television coverage, all of the other stuff that goes along with that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping that this is a turn in that tide, and it's going to take. Go ahead.
But look what it took for that to happen. We had to have our athletes turn around, you know what I'm saying, from the lives that they have and go back instead of just throwing money at an HBCU, actually getting their hands dirty and going in and coaching these kids. You know what I'm saying? What if
that
we
brings attention to the school in a bigger,
our mega athletes that have retired, our big name athletes, return back to HBCUs to do that. Because that's like I saw like one player was going somewhere else where he saw that what's his name? He was going to be at JSU. He told the other school, never mind, I'm going over here where Deion gonna be. Because you know what I'm saying? He's like, that's where I know the talent's gonna be. That's where I know I can get some good coaching. I know I have a better chance. And I think he was going to a PWI, as you said. said, "No, I'd rather go where go here JSU, where Deion is going to be." But it's going to take our athletes turning around and putting their hands dirty and getting back into, pouring back into the culture. Go ahead.
And I think that's what should happen. I mean, and because we asked the question, what is it going to take? Well, I think now we see what it's going to take. That's what it's going to take. Absolutely. More of these athletes coming home to their HBCUs and getting on the coaching staff and, becoming head coaches to attract that, to keep our boys at home, man. So I'm so happy about this tide turn, man. I am so happy about this tide turn because let's just be honest. We are the better athletes.
Absolutely.
Hands down. We are the better athletes.
Absolutely.
Let's keep this talent at home. Now, at the same time, HBCUs, get off your butt.
You remember when Madden said, "Man, y'all got the legs that the booty that helps you out with your glutes to make you faster."
Who said that, Steve?
Madden? Who said that, or was that somebody else? I think it was Madden who said that. They're just built stronger to run faster.
That was the last thing I had to say about that, man, before we got off.
And honestly, man, we just naturally gifted, man. Some of these cats, I know a lot of white schools, they teach a bunch of fundamentals, and that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you got some brothers that are like Grambling, Alcorn State, Prairie. These boys are just naturally talented, man. Just fast. And some fullbacks, man, will just run straight over you, man. It's just natural talent, man. So I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad Deion decided to do that, man. And that's a milestone for the HBCUs, and hopefully we can get more of these guys to come to these HBCUs. Deion gonna put some money. He gonna start an organization, and they gonna fund it to get better facilities, better equipment for the guys. Yep. So exactly, I'm happy about that. I really am.
It's going to take that, and as these other athletes come through the NFL, reach back and give money to and do all of that, for our HBCUs, man. So I'm happy about that, man. I am ecstatic.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, we are 2 minutes past the hour we're 2 minutes past. And so I think we can end it here, guys. I just want to remind everybody, I don't even want to bring up Trump news. Y'all know what's going on. The man only paid $750 in 2016 and 2017. Only $750 those 2 years.
Tax.
Let's go. I'm gonna leave that right there.
Yeah,
I'm gonna leave that right there. Great show. Man, you just would have been a good show to have you on, but we know you're on the road, boss.
Right.
Yeah, Trump rally. That's where he at.
He said he just didn't want us to know he was trying to make America great again.
All right, guys. So we have less than 40 days. We are less than 40 days till it's time to vote. Please make sure that you are registered. You boys that are in Florida, there's some money going out for you guys to pay you guys bills so you can vote if you've been to jail. But please go out and get registered, guys. We got less than 40 days.
Hey, Steve, real quick. Georgia's doing that too as well.
Oh, really?
Nonviolent
offenders.
If you use nonviolent offenders, you can actually go get your record expunged.
Oh, awesome.
So if you're here and something happened in Georgia, man, I would really look into that because they're actually helping those non-offender guys out. So
sweet.
Yeah.
That's sweet. All right. Nina says she's registered and ready. I hear you, girl. James is on that stuff. I'm on some Trump.
Yeah.
He on that stuff tonight.
I bet you won't wear a MAGA hat on this show.
Don't dare him. Please don't dare him.
I dare him.
Please don't dare him.
Hey, did anybody come up with a name before we leave?
No.
No. Trump
Not unless you want to go with the obvious.
I already said. I said I like that one.
4 black guys.
4 black guys it is. James gonna be upset.
Who came up with that, Steve, by the way?
I have no idea.
I had made the suggestion just 4 black guys.
So you get the money then.
Give it to find somebody and give it to.
Well, let's just do something good for somebody, yo.
Right.
Let's do something. Let's find something to get behind it, and let's just donate the money to them.
Cool.
Okay. I'm cool with
So
that.
you guys can put in an organization, a charitable organization. We want to provide that organization with $100. Okay. So if you put in an organization before we get off, we get ready to get off in a minute. But if you want to put one in, please put that in now. You said we got to pick a name. No, you are not an organization, McLeonard. So y'all got 1 minute to give us organization, and we'll go ahead and send that the Nina check. Nina, you are not an organization either, darling.
Nina Charities. Let me tell you right now, he the sick and shut in. Mac is right. He's the sick and shut in because he failed in McDonald's. Should I say that on the air?
No.
Okay. Oops. Well, he fell he failed over the weekend. It was
Jesse who did, James. We'll think about it. Now we'll give it to Charity. We'll tell her thank you very much. she gonna be bad at it. All right, guys. All right, man. Another excellent show. 3 black guys has now turned into the 4 black guys show.
Put the 4s up now. And since James is like in and out, this is the in and out for him.
Childhood cancer, breast cancer, very good. All right, we'll go with you, Carlton. You were first. Cool. All right.
Who was that you just said?
Carlton Mack.
Where you see Carlton?
Click on your comments over on the. You got.
I see it, but I don't see Monique. I don't see.
Monique is childhood cancer.
Yeah, Monique's right above Monique is Carlton Mack's comment. Can you highlight?
Oh, that is very much. Breast cancer.
So we need to be giving to the Lovejoy site.
Yeah, right.
Organization, because we need all Lovejoys to see.
Yeah, man. It was right there. Oh man, y'all, you right about that. That's what these are. I'm trying to be cute up there. Contacts, I can't even wear those.
Right there. Well, I wear glasses. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I know we just babbling, but I wear glasses, but I wear them for sight at a distance. I do too. I'm nearsighted, right?
Yeah. But I got multi contacts now where I'm supposed to be able to see out, and then when I get ready to read, just look down. They're supposed to.
Oh, yeah, man. You got you some transition lenses you don't want to wear. What are your transition lenses?
Actually, they work.
I need to wear my glasses. I don't wear them.
What your transition lenses?
Is that your hand up, or are you trying to do 4? What you trying to do?
That's fine.
What is that? And he got a white man's hand too. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, man, you better put some color on that hand. What's wrong with you?
Hey, man, do that. They got that Trump brother. They done brainwashed him, man.
That's Trump. That's it right there.
Right.
We're gonna see James behind Trump with the sign. Make America great. Trump 2020.
Blacks for Trump.
That's a bunch.
We this is what happens after the show, guys. Y'all experiencing what happens after the show.
We really just rambling right now.
But that's what we do after the show.
He's gonna say something else. I'm liking this one. Steve, give us about 5 more minutes, man, and then we can go.
All right, whatever.
Hey, what we gonna talk about next week, man?
That's a good question, man.
I don't know. I got an ideas of things y'all want to have us discuss on the show.
Yeah, let's leave it up to the audience. We got a few more people left in here.
Oh,
okay,
no.
so we're doing breast cancer, guys.
Look, now you got a black fist, y'all.
There you go.
Hey, boy, he don't know what he gonna do.
No. So let's see. Jane Fred. I don't know, fellas. It typically comes by Tuesday, Wednesday. We'll have an idea.
What you say?
Hey, you see what the next comment just was?
Yeah, I'm trying to look over.
Hey, man,
McLendon, I'm not putting that up, Doc.
Doc. We say all we want to, but yeah, you gotta be careful with certain things.
Look, when I was living with my dad during the Bush years over on 15th Avenue on the South Side, my dad sent some letters to Bush, and at that time, I don't know what he put in these letters, right? But my dad had an organization called Kingdom of Heaven, and on his logo was a goat that that's expressed in Revelations with the horns and all the eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And the little flag with stars in it. So my dad had this insignia that he put on the letter. And so I come home from school. My dad was off the chain. I come home from school. There are two well-dressed men in black in my living room questioning my dad about the letter. He
right.
Bush, Doc. They were for real Secret Service investigating my dad and trying to. So what does this symbol mean? And what is this? And I mean, they were for real, dude. One of them actually looks like an Elvis impersonator, but they were actually questioning my dad for at least 2 hours, even after I got home. And yes, there was a car outside for the next couple of days looking at her.
Serious?
Yes. My dad,
he was probably under surveillance for the next year.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Because
right. All right, boy. Mess around and have surveillance come over there and holler at you. I mean,
now make sure there's not a car coming down the road because of that comment.
Right.
I didn't broadcast it, so we should be all right.
Right.
Only we saw that comment.
Okay, good deal. All righty then.
Good show, man. Good show.
Good show, fellas. Yeah,
it was a good show, guys.
All right, guys. So put up your fours. We out, guys. We will see y'all next Sunday. Now, unless something exciting happens this week and might pop up again, but we'll see y'all the next 4 Black Guys show. All right, peace out, y'all.
All right, y'all.